Hello! I have come back with another rant video. It's 2021. I can't believe I have to make videos like this still. It's like very exhausting. But so it has come to my attention that there has been a video circulating around Twitterverse and Malaysian community, and it is basically a video by this Malaysian artist called Haoren, Choo Hao Ren. I'm not familiar with him, but I think he's quite big in the Chinese Malaysian community. This video was actually like an advertisement, and it was an advertisement for a whitening product. So you can see where this video is going, right? In this video itself, there is an Instagram influencer called Qiu Wen, and she was seen in brown face. Legit, they painted her face brown to try and depict tanned or dark-skinned, or as Haoren kept mentioning in his non-apology video, sunburnt. I don't know what will sunburnt people look like that, but okay. So in this video, Qiu Wen, who is sunburnt, is constantly bullied in school because she's not fair. And there is a boy in the school who Haoren says has such unconditional love for her. But this boy is also the boy that gives her the whitening products. So does that mean that his love is actually conditional? I don't think this is unconditional love, but okay. At the end of it, she uses the whitening products and then she transforms and she sparkles into this fair white doll, as what the lyrics say. She's just basically suddenly accepted as a beautiful person and more desirable because she doesn't have this sunburnt or dark skin tone anymore. This was obviously received very badly amongst the Malaysian public. This video is just an obvious depiction of colorism. Colorism is a huge problem here in Asia, and it is basically prejudice and discrimination against people who have dark skin tones. People for some reason just want you to be fair. It doesn't matter what race you are. Within that group, there's going to be some form of bullying or some form of pressure for you to be fairer. Haoren, if you're listening, let me try and explain to you why your video was really insensitive and why people just did not like it or did not receive it well. Okay, first things first, this video is about colorism. It is a stereotype of what Asian beauty standards are. We have this huge problem in Malaysia and a lot of parts of Asia, I guess, that fair and white skin means that you are more beautiful, means that you are better, means that you have a better socio-economic background or financial stability or whatever it is. There is this strong belief that if you are fairer, you will go further in the world. It's a mindset that has been instilled with us since we were very young. Our parents grew up with this mindset, and therefore people our age grew up with it. But we are educated enough to unlearn this construct. This thinking of like having to whiten your skin is very evident in beauty products in Asia, especially nowadays in Korean beauty products, especially since K-wave is like a big thing now in the world. All of the things that are represented on media is just beautiful actresses and singers and K-pop idols, however, who are fair. There are legitimate K-pop idols or celebrities or whatever that are breaking that stereotype, who have curvy bodies, who have darker skin. That is kind of like bending the beauty standards, which is great. But if we have locals like Haoren perpetuating this beauty standard that should have been unlearned already by now, then people will never learn how to grow out of this really backwards mentality. You yourself, Haoren, as a creator, need to understand what you did wrong. You need to understand that you are perpetuating an Asian beauty standard that is so outdated. It is colorism. People who have dark skin tone are no less beautiful than a fairer person. Everyone comes in a spectrum of skin tones, and everyone is beautiful in their own way. Why would you want to change your skin tone? This is the skin tone that you were born with. Embrace it. And that's the message that you should be saying in your video. Number 2, the bullying. The bullying in this video basically, to me, is a message that says, if you have a dark skin tone, if you, to me, are perceived as ugly because your skin is darker than mine, I can bully you. You are not on the same level as me because you are darker than me. For you as a darker person to be accepted, you must whiten your skin tone. Then maybe I will stop bullying you. That is the message that you are putting into this video. You kind of get why it's wrong you kind of understand that this message is not positive whatsoever. You are also kind of instilling some sort of insecurity amongst people who have darker skin tones. What is wrong with darker skin tones? Tell me. If your answer is that it's not as beautiful, you look dirty, that is a societal construct. You were taught to believe that. You were taught to have a narrow mind. Number 3, brown face. Okay, so in my point of view, as ignorant as this video is, I don't think that Haoren was trying to do anything racist. I understand why people perceive it as something racist, because obviously if you're trying to paint someone's skin tone on a fairer person to try and depict a tanner person, then it looks like you are making fun of someone's ethnicity or someone's race, right? His justification is that it is an experience that his girlfriend had walking under the sun and being tan every day because of walking to school. So I get it. It's not something racist. He's not making fun of any other race. However, it is still messed up that you painted a fairer person brown to try and depict tan skin. It's messed up. He himself said blackface or brownface is something that the Americans do to kind of make fun of black people, right? But it does not justify you painting a fairer person brown to depict tan skin. I don't want to also justify his creative direction, because this creative direction was wrong. You should not have done this. In what world or how many team members you had in this production, and I don't know why it went over anyone's head that this was a good idea. So get it into your head. It was wrong. Number 4, his non-apology. Okay, so Haoren gave an apology on Instagram and on YouTube. The gist of it is that, to me, he just still lacked a lot of self-awareness and remorse. Gave a very robotic statement, and he was justifying his video. When he was apologizing, he was basically saying like, sorry you got offended, which is a non-apology. And he also said, I'm taking this from like his Instagram. He said, in Malaysia, a country with strong sunlight, is it really inappropriate to do a tanned makeup on actors to present a plot of Sunburnt?
Sunburnt.
The answer, Haoren, is yes, it is inappropriate. You shouldn't do that. Even though the story ends up showing unconditional love from the boy towards the tan-skinned girl. Haoren, unconditional love means people love you regardless of whatever flaws you might think you have. That's why they always say a mother's love is unconditional, because your mother will love you regardless of whether you are a trash person, whether you are sampah. You know what I mean? The boy in that video is the one that gave her the whitening product, which means that he only will love her if her sunburned skin goes away. Do you understand? My advice to you, Haoren, is that you really need to unlearn what society has taught you about beauty standards. You need to be able to identify what is wrong with your narrative. You need to be able to accept that you made a mistake, that this is something that you can change for the better within yourself and within your artistry, and realize that what you created was wrong. That's all you have to do. Just accept that it was wrong, accept that you were wrong, and learn from it. Your apology will not mean anything until you actually change. Actions speak louder than words, my bro. I am Malaysian by ethnicity, and I have a middle to dark complexion. Under the sun, I can get really dark, and when I don't see sunlight, I'm like more or less this skin tone. I look a little bit fairer now because I have the light on me, but I'm actually like middle toned, beautiful, melanin, you know what I mean? Why is my skin tone seen as not beautiful to certain people? I am like a caramel goddess. I embrace my skin, despite growing up being bullied because of this skin tone. Are you trying to tell me that I should hate this naturally occurring melanin on my body? Please, tolonglah, come on. In conclusion, Haoren, if at the end of your video, this tan girl eventually found acceptance with friendships and love around her, regardless of her dark skin tone, then the message of your video would have been amazing. And it would have been well received by a lot of people here in Malaysia. But your video continues to perpetuate a ridiculous Asian beauty standard. And it is a form of colorism. This ain't it, dude. Anyway, that's it for now. Hope you learned a lesson, and I'll see you next time. Peace.